This week's show is sponsored by Celebrate Vitamins, providing the optimum level of vitamin and mineral supplementation that's tasty and affordable. Get all of your favorite Celebrate products at CelebrateVitamins.com. This week's episode of Bariatric TV is sponsored by Bariatric Advantage, the most complete line of micronutrient replacements specifically designed for the weight loss surgery patient. Help support the show by ordering your Bariatric Advantage products directly from the BTV e-store.
Hi, I'm Tony.
And I'm Linda.
And here we are in sunny California bringing you another show this week.
Sucks to live here, huh? Jealous much?
Yeah, these Southern California winters get any worse. I'm going to have to move the hell out of this place.
It's at least 20 degrees below 80 today.
Minimum.
So what do we have for you this week?
How about a drop zoney who comes complete with an acronym?
A brand new contest for you creative types.
Vitamin D, it's the sunshiny vitamin.
And a new tool brought to you by WLS Vitagarten.
This week's Drop Zone Freak came with her own acronym. She's one of the founders of LiPo, or Long Island Post-Ops.
This week's Drop Zoney is Mary Ellen Ruggiero, and she had an RNY in July of 2006 and lost 120 pounds. She says, I am finally at a point in my life's journey where I consider myself very fortunate to have had the second chance at life. My weight loss surgery tool and maintaining this weight has contributed to my current state of happiness.
Well, that's actually 2 sentences, but we'll let her get away with it this time. Now don't forget to send us your email and phone number to feedback@bariatrictv.com so we can have Revival send you your goods.
We'll let her get away with it because she's stallion.
Because she'll send her cousin Anthony to get us.
You might want to dance at that WLSFA meet and greet, but you can't dance on 2 broken freaking legs.
And as for the rest of you, don't forget to submit your picture and 1 sentence on why you're glad you had, you're having, or looking at, maybe even investigating, possibly thinking about, or even contemplating weight loss surgery. Send them to feedback@bariatrictv.com.
Now, let's beat it over to the dumping ground.
Beat it!
Beat it!
I don't feel good.
Welcome to the dumping ground.
Have we got a contest for you? Prizes and notoriety all rolled into one.
Yep, here's your chance to show us what you got.
And a chance to win a case of deficiency sugar-free syrups, along with one of our favorite protein drinks, a canister of Click.
So, what is this contest? Well, all you have to do is a video response to this week's show on YouTube. You can find our channel at youtube.com/user/bariatrictv.
Now you know we're kind of crazy, so we want you to get as crazy as you want in the making of your commercial. It can be as simple as sitting in front of your webcam, or you can go all out and elaborate and way out there.
As far as you want!
But keep in mind, we do have some rules. Not many because, hey, we prefer anarchy, but there's
Keep your clothes on! That's rule number 1!
Anarchy!
Keep your clothes on!
First of all, it should be like other commercials and only be about 30 seconds long.
Second, it must be appropriate. No nudes or swear words, and hey, don't make fun of others. Unless it's me and Tony, or Mike, because we can take it.
We can take it. I can take it.
Take it. These shoulders, they're broad.
And it must have these 3 things. Our name, Bariatric TV, our website address, which is bariatrictv.com, and our slogan of Surgically Altered Freaks. Oh, and by uploading it to the YouTube site, you're giving us permission to use your image and video wherever we want to. Pretty simple, really. You want to see an example? Here you go. Hi, I'm Penelope.
And I'm Lucretia.
You have to watch Bariatric TV
at www.bariatrictv.com,
where you can find
So freaks, we know you're a creative bunch. We've talked to you on our support chats and on the forums, and we're expecting some pretty funny stuff from you people.
You have until February 25th to get us your submissions. After that, we'll pick our top 3 favorites, put them on the show, and then do a vote to crown the winner.
Cue the legalese.
All submissions will become the property of BariatricTV.com. By submitting your video, you give us the right to use it and the images contained in it as we see fit. We do, however, promise not to show it to a room full of Somalian pirates in a seedy bar in Thailand. Unless, of course, the aforementioned Somalian pirates offer us $1 million to do so, in which case we will provide you with $400 of betting chips at your favorite local Native American casino, one Tickle Me Elmo doll, and a date with Mike dressed as Tickle Me Elmo.
We know you have it in you, freaks, so it's time for you to alter our reality. Welcome to Altered Reality.
I'm getting some good vibrations.
Tony, what are you doing?
Well, while the rest of the world is freezing, I'm enjoying this lovely SoCal sun and getting me some vitamin D.
Well, why are you doing that?
'Cause I can. Well, that and my last lab showed that I had a vitamin D deficiency.
Really? Mine too.
Yep, weird. I never had one before, but to be honest, I'm not sure they really checked me before. This seems to be a fairly new phenomenon.
What's that? Checking your vitamin D levels?
Yep, and coming up short on those levels. And believe it or not, many other WLSers are coming up severely short.
So that's why you were sunning yourself?
Yep, vitamin D is converted to its active form through sunlight. For good vitamin D conversion, 20 to 40 minutes of sun exposure on your hands, arms, or face 3 times a week is all that's needed. That's why it's referred to as the sunshine vitamin.
Many of you may know that vitamin D helps with calcium absorption, but did you know it also promotes absorption of phosphorus?
Low phosphorus can cause respiratory depression due to weakness of the respiratory muscles. It can also cause changes in your mental status, which can range from irritability to severe confusion, delirium, and even a coma. That's nothing to mess around with.
Vitamin D also regulates how much calcium remains in your blood and also deposits it in your bones and teeth, making them stronger and healthier. So vitamin D deficiency can lead to osteoporosis, bone fractures, and progressive bone pain.
Vitamin D deficiency is also linked to a host of chronic diseases, including certain cancers, heart disease, stroke, diabetes, immune system problems, and inflammatory diseases.
After some types of bariatric surgery, the absorption of vitamin D may be impaired, and some of us may be required to add additional supplements.
Current recommendations for vitamin D supplements are tiered based on blood levels, but most surgeons recommend supplementation starting at 2,000 international units per day.
The first step in seeing if you have a vitamin D deficiency is to get tested to see where you stand, which of course means, say it with me freaks, get your blood work done regularly.
Right now, I'm taking Bariatric Advantage's 5,000 IUs, and I'll let you know what my next blood work has to say.
So don't get freaked out about low vitamin D, just do something about it. And you can start by staying right where you are, because our next segment will help you and your vitamin regimen to freak on.
CBC, metabolic panel.
Hey Tony, what's up?
Seriously, what the heck is a prealbumin or a pyridoxine? I'm supposed to understand this stuff? Give me a freaking break.
Are you okay? What are you looking at?
I'm trying to figure out what labs I need to get done this year. You know, so I'm not deficient in anything.
Oh, I have that somewhere. Wait, no, that's my, oh hey, there's my grocery list, but no lab info. Dang, where did I put that thing?
Folks, it's important to get your labs done every year, but equally as important is knowing what labs you need to get done.
And lucky for us, Andrea over at WLSVitagarten.com has put together a fantastic resource to help you do just that.
And that resource is a lab tracker workbook.
It's a workbook. It's a workbook.
It's from the Wookiees.
Look, you can look at it. It's a workbook.
By Andrea.
Andrea's Lab Tracker Workbook.
And that resource is a lab tracker workbook. Doesn't want to go. I swear to God, I can't say workbook.
Go ahead whenever you're ready with your workbook.
And that resource is a lab tracker book. And that resource is a lab tracker workbook. It has a list of labs you need to get done each year, but it also explains what each one means and why we need to make sure that we're getting it checked.
Andrea says to understand the complexities of post-op nutrition, especially in malabsorptive procedures such as the RNY or the DS, it's important to have a basic understanding as to where nutrients absorb in a normal, non-altered gastrointestinal tract.
Oh, so close! Almost!
In addition to explaining all this in her workbook, Andrea also goes on to say that even though the body works to counter the effects of the malabsorption by growing additional villi, which will grab and absorb nutrients from food as it passes, the malabsorption of vitamins will never be completely overcome.
Bravo!
Yes!
Which is why it is so important that we educate ourselves about what our bodies need.
Andrea's workbook provides pages and pages of information about what our body needs, a suggested list of lab tests to have run at different milestones in your journey, and a whole section of lab tracking sheets that you can fill in. This will ensure that each time you get your lab results, you can track them yourself and know what you're doing.
The book is $25 and can be found on Andrea's site. Order yourself one. Learn what you need to keep you healthy, because really, you are the only you that you have. Deep, huh?
Holy mackerel, is that the show?
Heck yeah, bada bing, bada boom, we're done.
Well, in that case, I guess we should remind you to send us your show ideas and product recommendations to feedback@bariatrictv.com or post them in the forums at bariatrictv.com/forum.
And don't forget to visit us at btvstore.com to order up all of your bariatric goodies. We're adding new products all the time, and it's a great way to support the show.
TTFN! This seems to be a fairly new phenomenon.
Because we're two big dorks that anyone can have. Two big dorks that... And some of us may be required to add traditional supplements.
Traditional supplements?
Additional.
Additional traditional supplements.
Whatever.
CBC metabolic.